AskReddit by Ashani. What is the trait you hate most to find in a person? 0 personality or boring as shit. Or whining non-stop, blaming the world for their self-created problems. Get the fuck out of here. I thought I would say something like arrogant when I opened this up, but your example is so much worse. The people equivalent of base paint. Ignorance treated like it's a good thing. The sort of people who eschew basic knowledge in favor of their own beliefs research. People who seem to take pride in being dumb. Ignorance can be fixed. Willful ignorance, not so much. Cruelty. Animal cruelty abuse. Judging others, constantly gossiping. Years ago I was part of a group of frenemies and finally distanced myself from all of them, permanently. Couldn't take the incessant negative gossip, catty behavior, and backstabbing. Didn't start out that way, it went downhill over time. When they talk shit about other people's physical appearance. Narcissism, thinking you are better than someone or finding a way to one-up that person. Aggression. Especially if they can't control it. Work on your issues and leave me out of it. They frequently interrupt people. I don't mind adders because I want you engaged in conversation, but take away from your conversation. Interrupters are annoying as shit. When they're in a bad mood and they want to spread it around. Like, if I'm not the one ruining your day, don't be nasty to me. If something is really bothering you that bad, just talk it out. Vent to someone. Or find better ways to calm down. Don't ruin other people's day just because you're in a bad mood. Alternatively, people who can't stand to see other people doing good. Or having a good time. Like the people who, even with their friends, hear their friend be excited and happy about something in their life, and have to either make them feel silly for being so happy or make it about them. Lying about the smallest matters, especially when the truth is easily discoverable. I feel embarrassed for them. I know one guy that no matter what the topic, he'll butt into the conversation cause he of course knows about it, and can always one-up you. He insists his father is a CEO of some big luxury toilet company that lets him sit in on big board meetings in Chicago, but when you ask him why he's working a dead-end day job, he'll never quite answer, or will change the subject. I'm not even sure the dude is employed at all. My friend casually mentioned she's into weightlifting. Suddenly we're hearing about how this guy was in competitions and can pick up 600 kgs no problem. Like, you are scrawny and look like a rat but you can pick up a car? Sure, pal, sure. I roll. Arrogance and contrarianism. Contrarianism and playing the devil's advocate can become insufferable. Envy. Happy cake day. I hope you're doing good. Without question, 1000% anything I think I am guilty of. Loud in restaurant, won't shut up, fidgety, wicked whorish, any of my own negative traits. Sit down and shut up, whore. People who try to pose as a friend and supporter but are in secret competition with you. I hate that so much. OMG, I had a friend like that. The first 15 minutes of us meeting up she would always look at me and focus on something she didn't like about my looks to make me insecure. I think it was a tactic to make me feel uncomfortable and so that I'll think about it all evening. Arrogance or victim mentality. Two sides of the same coin, I guess. Jealousy. If it's just them having low self-esteem, that's one thing. But if it's malicious, fuck that. Arrogance. Believing they are above everyone else when they themselves are average on a good day. Cheapness. Not that you have to throw away money, but people who can't even buy you a can of a without asking for every last penny back. A combination of stingy and greedy. Whatever it's called, where people tell people they're bipolar, BPD, slightly depressed, whatever the current trend is, when they aren't, so people will clap for them on social media. Or the I know I used to know someone that has, insert trend. Ooh, I cut off someone for that reason. Unwillingness to listen. I wasn't paying attention. You didn't like pizza rolls? People who are consistently late. Like no matter what they will not be on time. My mom is like this. I grew up thinking this was completely normal. Wasn't until my boss at one of my first jobs threatened to fire me over it that I figured it's pretty important to show up on time. Took a bit to figure it out, but now I cringe so hard for the way my mom treats everyone else's time. She's generally a real sweet lady, but it's so rude-y. Habitual liar. Manipulative. Talking only about themselves and not listening to someone else. Lack of boundaries.